We have another monitor review right here. This is from Dell. This is the Dell 27-inch monitor S2721QS. This is on retail for $300. I got this off from Dell.com. $300 plus taxes. It's around $327, just a little shy of $327 for this one. This seems to be highly rated, and especially for a $300 4K monitor. Let's check this out. Let's open this up. It's quite big though, so might have to move. Let me get my laptop right here first. So let's open this up. How do we open this? Oh, it's on the other side. All right, so not sure if you guys can see it, but on the overhead camera, we have two cables right here. We have the HDMI cable. We have the HDMI cable right here. And this is the power cable, just to show it to you. Power cable, 3 dongle, and the other side, the female one. And this is the base of the monitor stand. It's right here, you can see. And it has this kind of like so you can twist it and stuff, but there's also a screw here. Now, we have a simple instruction here. Dell S2721DS and S2721QS. We have the QS model right here. Warranty, safety, and regulatory information. It's also here. All that yada yada yada. All different languages rather. Let's take this off. First off, we have this monitor stand. This is going to be attached to the base and the monitor. This is hard plastic, but yep, these are hard plastic. But I think the base inside might be metal. This is metal right here. But the backplate is plastic. It's not that bad. So for the monitor, grab this one and remove this big box right here. I should take off this wrap first. All right, so the back of this Dell S2721QS monitor. This is where you're going to be attaching the monitor stand right here. It's pretty easy, but I'm not going to attach it yet. We have HDMI 1, should be HDMI 1 and HDMI 2 port, and then display port, and then we have a headphone jack right here. I'm not sure, but I don't really use that a lot, but it's convenient, especially if you just want to plug in the headphones right there. And here's the power cable. So this is pretty simple. We only have 4 ports and 1 power cable port right here. This is for the unlocking latch when you plug or when you attach this monitor stand right here, which is pretty easy actually. Most Dells are like this, so that's pretty easy. Does it swivel though? Oh, it does. Okay, that's pretty good. We are gonna attach the base so we can put this up and then test it out if it's any good. This is a 27-inch, so it's a little big. I'm gonna have to push it down so you guys can see. I'm not sure if you guys can see it from here, but I'm probably gonna put it like this, so at least you guys can see the screen later on. Yeah, it's quite big and stuff. I'm not gonna remove I'm not sure if there's a cover. I think so, but I'm not gonna remove anything there. Let's turn this on. Here's my handy dandy MacBook Pro right here. Let's turn this on and see how the quality is and the menu and all that. All right, let's use the HDMI cable. There are 4 buttons on this side, on the right side. It's a what do I call this? A Dell. It's basically what Dell usually puts all their buttons, the power button, and then 4 always the menu buttons. So I'm now connected to the MacBook Pro, but I'm more interested with the menus right here. I don't know if you guys can see though. I've moved it closer. I moved my camera closer so you guys can see the OSZ menu at the moment. So the menu right here, it has the brightness on default. Both of them are set to 75% for brightness, and the contrast, that's usually a typical settings for that. Then input source, we have HDMI, DisplayPort. The first one is actually DisplayPort, but I'm hooking this up on my MacBook Pro dongle, so we're using the HDMI cable. And the HDMI is also the one that comes with the box, or with this monitor, not the display port, or I may be wrong, but I think it's I only saw HDMI. So it has display port, HDMI 1, HDMI 2. It also has auto select. So with auto select, if you're not sure which port you've hooked this to, then you can choose this one. Auto select is on. Let's put it on, and then let's go back, and then let's go to color. It has preset mode, so right now it's on standard. Let's see what it is. Okay, it has movie. So movie, it's that. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but I just wanted to see everything right here. FPS, so that's for first-person shooting. RTS, real-time strategy. RPG. Warm color. To be honest with you, like right now, I don't really see much of it at the moment. Maybe I'm too close, or the desktop. But these are the presets, which is pretty standard. I usually just use my colorimeter to calibrate my monitor, but we're not gonna do that right now. I just want to see what these are. And it has standard, YPBR, and then RGB. Let's use RGB. Okay, so with RGB, I think this is where you'll see most of the preset differences. Yep. Now let's go back to display. Display ratio, it has 16:9. Then sharpness is currently set on default at 50. Response time at normal. We can actually set this to fast and extreme if you really, if you're into gaming and stuff. Although I don't really recommend extreme. Most of the time, extreme has ghosting. But we're not gonna see it right now unless you're playing games. Let's see, and then we have dark stabilizer. So how this works is, I think it raises the black levels, especially when you're playing games. Sometimes it's too dark, you want to see what is there, or like when you're playing Counter-Strike, sometimes it's too dark, you can't see the enemy, so that might help. We have smart HDR, so I'm kind of curious. It has 3 options. So it's game HDR. Changes will increase the power. Yes, let's try that. And I'm kind of curious how HDR works in this one. Probably gonna bring up YouTube for some sort, or so. As you can see at the right bottom, it's on HDR. Let me move that back. To be honest with you, it's not that bad. Surprisingly, it's not that bad. Although the quality for a 4K, maybe, yeah, yep, it is 4K Retina, 4K Retina for this one. I mean, for this monitor rather. So this is for the HDR. I wonder if I bring a finder. I can see some green. It's a bit, yep, it's a little grainy, in my opinion, compared to the other. To my other 4K monitors right here, but this is only $300, so I'm not sure. Maybe I am doing this wrong, but this is set on default for high definition, or the Retina display. Maybe this is not. Let me change this. I might be wrong. Okay, so that explains it. That was just standard 1080p, so I take that back. That was wrong. Right now, this is on Retina, 4K Retina, 1080p with on Mac OS. So this is a lot better now. And let's see how this works on the what do you call this? The HDR. So it does have smart HDR. This is really it's surprisingly not bad. It does not look it doesn't look washed out for some reason. Surprisingly, the HDR is not bad at all. Pretty good. Well, the thing is, let me make sure alright, so here's the thing. Apparently, as you can see right here, it doesn't have the HDR option. Usually there will be HDR option where it will point out HDR. So right now, the monitor might have the option for smart HDR, but it's not outputting HDR. At least Mac OS is not outputting HDR. For some reason, it's not detecting HDR right now. It is 4K. It's really good, but this is only on 30 Hertz for some reason. So I might have to check. Maybe this is not outputting properly. It's always defaulting to 1080p default, which we don't want. We want this to be on 1080p high DPI, which is Retina. The downside to that is, well, at least on Mac. I think on Windows it should be good, but this is okay. It's not bad actually. Colors are really good. It's just that I can't figure out the why it's not on 60 hertz at the moment, especially with my M1 MacBook Pro right here. It's not that bad. So it's up to this height and all the way down to this height. Okay, and let's put it back up. This swivel. Yep, it can swivel, which is really good. Well, it's not swivel. It's rotate to the sides, rather. I'm not sure. Swivel is, I guess, side to side. Unfortunately, you can't do it side to side because this is fixed on in front only. For the price, this is actually not bad. The colors are really good. Always the menu. It has smart HDR and stuff. Surprisingly, unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Actually, no. Actually, I was able to test the HDR because this. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, no, I take that back because this was on HDR here before. No, I take that back. It's not on HDR, unfortunately not. Did not trigger the HDR mode right here on YouTube. So unfortunately, you have to default to the default 1080p to get the refresh rate of 60 hertz. If we try to get it to, let's say for example, maybe the 2160p, which is the 4K native resolution, yep, it defaults to the 30 hertz on through HDMI. So I think we would need the DisplayPort connection for this to be able to get the height, which is the what do you call this, 4K Retina for Mac OS with 60 hertz refresh rate. So we're gonna need the this cable. It's not the best cable for some reason. Unfortunately, this is only an HDMI that can handle, but this is the one that comes with it. So if you want 60 hertz, I think you need at least HDMI 2.0 to be able to support 4K 60 hertz on this. All right, this is just a short video. I just wanted to test it out and see what is inside for this Dell S2721. Yep, Dell S2721QS monitor. This is a good monitor for the price, for $300 plus tax. It's a 4K monitor. It has a smart HDR, which is good. Unfortunately, I can't bring it to a true HDR, especially on the desktop. The cable that comes with it, I think it's only HDMI 1.4, which cannot support, it can't support 4K 60 hertz. It has 4K if you force it, but it's only on 30 hertz with this cable, the one that comes with it. So you will need an HDMI 2.0 or a DisplayPort. I think DisplayPort 1.4 to be able to maximize this monitor right here. But for the price, color is really good. I didn't color calibrate this one. 4K, which is really good. It's good for productivity. All right, and that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm Lars of Killbait Nomad. See you in the next video.